Well, so much for that exciting offense. Lobos go on the road to Liberty, lose 17-10 to Tavaka Tuioti. He was back. He was going to change the game. Not so fast. However, better defensive performance for the Lobos. What in the world do you make of where this team is at right now?
I have no idea. You know, if we had talked last week and said the Lobos were only going to give up 17 points, I think we would have all thought, hey, they're coming back home with a victory. 10 points coming off the 55 points against New Mexico State, and I get it, that was against the Aggies. But I think we all expected a little more than 10 points. To me, it looked like they got a little gun-shy after Tuioti threw that first quarter interception there in the end zone. And, you know, they got the run game going a bit, but they never really got the pass game going.
Yeah, they didn't get that explosive play, that one game-breaking run. He racked up like around 233 yards on the ground, but never had that moment. Even with Joe Daly, even with the change, you know what the Lobos are going to come back to. They're going to run the football out. You saw some of the triple option. Bob Davie talked about establishing the run. That's still going to be a big part of their identity. Now, I'm okay with where this team is at right now. You know, seeing the defense take a step forward, because to me, San Jose State's very similar to Liberty in how they're going to play, and I think that bodes well for the Lobos on the road in what I expect to be another competitive game.
Yeah, you know, being 2-2 headed into conference play, it's a lot better than being 1-2 or 1-3 or 0-4. But I think this is a big game for them for a couple of reasons. A, start off conference play on the right foot, but B, as the conference schedule gets deeper and deeper, the games get tougher and tougher. You need to take advantage and start racking up wins now. I agree with you on the similarities with San Jose State and Liberty. It'll be curious to see how the Lobos come out and play. The plus side, you know, if the talk is about lack of consistency from Tavaka Tuioti, well, good 2 weeks ago, not so good this past week, should be good this week.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's been a lot of excuses surrounding Tavaka, and it's reality, though, things that have happened to him. He was hurt. He missed time. I don't know if has he started more than 3 games in a row, like 4 games in a row in his entire career to this point in time?
And that's what I was going to say. You know, even though he's been here for a while, he hasn't really played a lot for a variety of reasons, rotating quarterbacks in and out, injuries. So, you know, while being a redshirt sophomore, you assume, all right, he's probably got some experience. He's, you know, started before and all that. He really hasn't played a whole lot.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be key is he looked uncomfortable, he struggled, but this will be the 3rd game in a row. There's no questions. Tavaka's a quarterback. This is what the offense is going with, and that's just what they have to do right now. I think it's a positive for them to grow right there. Now, speaking of Liberty, they're going to be down south in Las Cruces this weekend. Doug Martin, whose team is 0-5, has played a ridiculously tough schedule. It's what they had to do as an independent, the teams they got on their schedule. But he told us this week this is going to be a defining moment for the 2019 football team, that game against Liberty.
Talk about needing a win, you know, getting going. Yeah, look, the Aggies just need a win right now at 0-5. You know, I don't even know, not necessarily from the standpoint of, we got to keep our bowl hopes alive. You just need a win. You're 0-5. You know, Doug Martin's talked about how talented this group is. Well, you need to show it on the field in the form of a victory. I mean, they need one bad.
All right, the NFL, it is a week-to-week league. We have heard that before. Best winless football team, go.
Well, I would have said the Steelers yesterday at this time, but you know, they finally got their first.
Wow.
I don't know. It's not the Dolphins. It's not the Redskins.
Well, the Broncos lose again on a walk-off field goal, but I think what you start to see is pass of football team. You're a Washington fan. They're not good, but there's the hope. There's all right, whether or not Jay Gruden's your head coach or not, there's the Dwayne Haskins piece to move forward. You know, Miami, they're rebuilding after this season. They've shown you that with their moves. And then you're just some other teams like Denver stuck in that purgatory of, well, you hope Drew Lock's something when he comes back. And last night, the Cincinnati Bengals just looked terrible. And you saw why they decided to run the football so much is because Andy Dalton had 0 time. And that's another one of those franchises like they're Denver, just in this purgatory. Like, where do you go now?
The Bengals are interesting. I don't think Andy Dalton's a bad quarterback. I think he's still got a lot going for him. Offensive line, not one of those things. And if you're Cincinnati, if you can get something for him, you should probably try to move him and just start. Look, that's a complete rebuild situation, and that probably
interesting. Yeah. Andy Dalton in a trade block, injuries. Who could be a team maybe turning around? One to watch for. You can listen to us opening drive 7 to 10 a.m. right here on the Sports Animal. You notice no Jeff Shambieta because New Mexico is getting a new title sponsor, so stay tuned for that.
That's right. Your weekly Benchwarmers code word is SNAP. SNAP. And text BlendJet to 62582 for your chance to win a BlendJet portable blender. You have one.
Ooh, yes, I do. Protein shakes every morning, baby.
There you go.